Hey guys, welcome to another session of Kiss My Badge for the fans, by the fans, covering the most watched league and the most weird league in the world.
Unpredictable.
Yes, shout out to our content partner Matchday Affairs as well. Let's just go straight into the top 5. I'm very happy this week.
Very happy. I'm very sad.
Yes, very happy this week because of you will see lah. You will see. So basically,
at least someone is happy among us three.
He should be happy also because last week he predicted. He said if draw, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
So he should be happy also.
Okay.
Right. So
Exactly.
there's two people happy today.
Yeah.
Top 5. Number 5 is Everton with 23 points. Right after 13 games. Southampton is actually number 4 with 24 points. Number 3 is Leicester City. 24 points also. And then Spurs, after yesterday's game, is at second spot with 25 points. And of course, Liverpool, and Liverpool is at top of the table with 28 points after 13 games. But then again, it is still a very unpredictable game because Aston Villa has 3 games in hand. City has 1 game in hand and they are at 20 points. And Manchester United has 2 games in hand and they are also 20 points.
Yep.
So they can actually become second spot. They can go to second spot if they win both their remaining games.
So we at this time of recording, we not played Sheffield United yet.
Yes, for this week.
And then just at the start of next week, we're gonna meet Leeds, which is gonna be an important game also. So
that's gonna be
it's a cracking game also. But we will take as they come because again, as you started off, the EPL has been the weirdest league.
It's weird.
The weirdest league
if
ever.
you all are familiar with this week's season,
usually Arsenal
13.
not 15 also. It's weird.
Yes, it's weird, right? It's weird.
I mean, just after drawing against us, City, they went on to play Fulham and they drew with Fulham. Mind blown.
Yeah.
Because, Fulham.
Yeah.
You expect them
They
to
drew
just...
with West Brom.
West Brom, sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
They drew with West Brom.
And that eventually caused their manager to be sacked.
The first casualty.
Yeah. The thing is, everybody would have thought, right? Okay, you managed to draw with Manchester City. You're safe. Slaven Bilic is the first casualty of this weird season.
He joins the pit fire of failed managers.
Yeah.
And EPL, I believe EPL has the most failed managers, right?
No, it has the most change of managers.
It's a brutal league for managers because this is the league where it's unforgiving. You're a manager, you're not performing.
When money comes into play, I guess you need to stop the rot.
Yeah, it's crazy, but
Hashtag fighting relegation.
Rotting for many years already, right? Some teams have been
We
rotting
talk
for
about
many years.
manager circus, right? It's very tough. Even if you fire the manager, who will replace? Now there's talk that for West Brom, the replacement is Sam Allardyce.
Yeah.
So the expert in saving teams from relegation.
Correct.
For those of you who share the picture saying that Sam Allardyce should be for Arsenal to help Arsenal avoid relegation, screw you.
That's a good one, man. To
That's
me, it's a good one.
But screw you.
He saved Newcastle from drop. He saved Newcastle from the drop once before, so he does wonders in saving teams from the drop. So
yeah, but still, it's cruel. It's cruel. I never felt it before for my club. Then which leads us to this prediction. Who's next? Who's next to be fired?
The thing is, I think. Okay, let's pick a top 3. Let's pick top 3. Who you think? Not say top 3. Let's pick 3 managers that you think suspect. If not in the next manager, they will be fired this season.
I think the worst performing team we discussed this, is Sheffield United.
Yep. Chris Wilder.
So he should be next.
I feel like
in fact, he should have been the first.
He should have been the first.
Exactly.
13 games, only 1 point.
Exactly.
Correct.
And West Brom, who are on top of them, I mean, not so good also lah, but just on top of them at 7 points. their manager got
The thing is, West Brom I think survived last season, but Sheffield United was like in the top half of the
overperform. We talk about it, right?
And their defense was so secure. And this season it was like, my goodness, they can't even score properly. They cannot win games. It's like when you watch the game, they are like no head, no tail. And
so high probability that he's the next one.
He's the next one.
The only problem is that even if we say that he's the next one, right? Who can replace him? So maybe they will stick to him at least.
Pochettino. I'm just kidding.
Wow,
that would be expensive. But I mean, if Pochettino wants a challenge,
if Ancelotti can go Everton, anything is possible.
Yeah,
exactly.
man, actually that's true.
Right?
It's weird.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
Weirdest.
James Rodriguez. Who would have thought from Real Madrid go to Everton?
Yeah.
Correct. So anything can happen. Pochettino for not West Brom.
Pochettino
for Sheffield United. For Sheffield United. Arsenal, Allegri. Okay.
Really? So that means
that
means you are
Arteta out and then
so you are saying that Chris Wilder and also Arteta maybe.
No, as a fan, I don't want Arteta out. Let's give him some time. I don't mind. I'm one of those fans who says give him some time. Maybe because the problem is not just him or it's beyond that. There's maybe it's deeper, it's players and all that, right? And another thing is who can replace. Yeah, so I feel that just let it be. I don't think the board or Arsenal would fire him like how they fired Unai, because I think even though there is some comparison, right, that he's performing worse than Unai compared to Unai's first season. I think some people, it's not because he was an ex-Arsenal player, I feel. It's because people see some change or there's some progress.
There is progress.
There is
progress. For me,
it's
as a neutral, I see progress.
So to me, that's why they are keeping him as compared to Unai. I think that's not a fair similarity and saying that no, it's the same. Why are they keeping Arteta? Because
no, I mean if you were to also state that fact that they are comparing between Unai and Arteta. Unai is expected to perform because he is an established manager.
Europa finalist.
Arteta is not. So I guess that's why, being a legend also of the club, they might want to give him some face to,
I think the expectations are a bit different as well, right?
Probably.
I certainly believe Chris Wilder is next. But of course, Arteta could be the next one, because if they continue to fail, because right now Arsenal is in 15th spot, and another defeat would actually change the whole course of the whole narrative of the league, because this subsequent match day 14, with teams like my team some teams have 2 games in hand, 1 game in hand, and
3 games in hand.
And Arsenal have already played all 13. So when all these teams catch up, it's going to look much worse if Arsenal doesn't pull out the points. So that is the whole equation actually. So if Arsenal continue to perform like this, at this rate, I think Arteta would be definitely chopping board.
Okay. You were saying Scott Parker next?
Scott Parker. I don't know. I feel Scott that Fulham is one of the bottom clubs that is not really performing.
But they're expected to be there. You know what I mean?
Because they just got promoted.
Exactly. And then lack of spending, lack of depth, lack of quality. So obviously they are expected to be there. So it's about just giving the manager, look, we have confidence in you, just do your best. Go for your consolation prizes. So in that sense, Fulham are secure because Scott Parker is a good character, right? We've seen him as a player, we've seen him manage Fulham from the championship. So obviously he's got the caliber and he's got the connection. So why ruin a good thing? So that in that sense, I don't think they would fire him even if Fulham was to go down because he's Scott Parker.
He brought them up. So I think the Fulham board would give him more time.
Will be
even
more
though
patient,
he's going down, which I think probably they may not go down. Maybe we make them look good the last game week 12 because against us they will actually full on, man. And Farid he was telling me that we made them look good. I was like thinking, how come Fulham is like languishing at the bottom of the league? They are playing quite well. And Farid was telling me, he's like, oh, yes, we are making them look good, and that's quite true. But if it's true in half of it, but the other half of it is that they are not scared. They are just playing their football.
Looking at their position, obviously they've got all to play for. If they don't show character now, then that's not gonna do good for themselves as a team, as an organization even. And with January looming, the potential to dip their hands into the transfer market is very high. So it's all depending on the board now how much they want to spend. And if they're clever about it, they may push up for points. So that's why I think the most in real contention to be fired is Chris Wilder and probably Arteta, because if the next 2 games catch up, because you're talking about 19 games at midway point, and so we're at game week 13, going 14 now. So and some teams have not even played 11 games, like 2 games in hand, 3 games in hand.
A few teams are actually only playing.
So all these will catch up during December, the mid part of December. We're already in mid part, so towards the end, and it will close the gap. So then you're talking about the next 3 games leading up to halfway mark. It will be then very, very crucial.
So what do you think? Who will be the next manager to be sacked? Please comment in the comment section and smash the like button, like what Krasi says.
So anyway, since we are talking about Everton and Arsenal, just nice that Everton is going to host Arsenal this week. So we go into that match now. And
Arsenal's next few games, next 2 or 3 games is quite
very
tough,
right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
fighting relegation.
This is probably a test for Arsenal. Everton is at 5th spot. Right now they
just had a good result.
They just had a good win against Leicester City.
Against Leicester?
Against Leicester, no less.
Away with victory. It's very important.
So in this way, it is also a very good, probably a test for Arsenal. If they overcome this, right, it could be a positive thing. The only thing is that their best defender has been sent off the last game against Southampton, Gabriel, and so they have that hole in the middle.
Yeah, that's the bad thing. Another bad thing is Zaka is back from suspension.
You just got him on FUT card, right?
And Bellerin also back from suspension. Bellerin was out the last game because of the 5 yellow cards. I think he received 5 yellow cards. He accumulated 5 yellow cards, and then now he's back.
He accumulated 5 yellow cards in 13 games. Seriously?
Why? What's wrong?
No,
he's a defender.
It's normal. It's expected.
What's wrong? Yeah.
Nobody else, I think, gonna suspended them.
No, I have.
I'm sure.
A lot.
I'm sure there is.
5 yellow cards.
Top of mind, I can remember one United player, Marcus Rojo. Everything also masuk.
But what's last season?
I don't know. Many seasons ago, he always kena suspended because 5 yellow cards.
But this season is like okay, good.
So more players come in, but not the good players, and the good players is suspended. Double yellow card for Gabriel. It's quite tough. I can't really say much because we are languishing 15th position, and I'm so sad. I'm so.
Oh, this is the first side that we're recording, guys. First side in the Kiss My Best session.
Last week he was angry. Today he got no emotions.
He said. It's all a negative.
Almost no reaction.
Because you have this sense of hopelessness. You see that Arteta is shouting here and shouting there, and then after that, suddenly Walcott scores.
Yeah, and he celebrated.
Arsenal is playing passing game and trying their best. The spirit is up. Okay, let's do this. Let's recharge. Let's restart. Let's get that losses behind us, and we try our best now. And then Walcott scores 1-0.
But it's not against run of play. Because
it's not.
Because Southampton is actually in the top 5. They have been playing the season well. So for one good point, Southampton, the last game. So the good thing is that you guys scored in open play. Finally, Aubameyang.
Finally, after I sold over from Fantasy League.
Probably that's why he scored. But so finally you all scored in open play, and it was a good team goal.
Good build up.
Saka from the left, he passed to Oba just and he managed to curl away from the keeper, and it was a good goal.
No, I think Arsenal is like Manchester City. this season.
Okay.
If you were to compare with like say big teams like Manchester City, they are playing well. They are not conceding goals, but they are not scoring.
Yeah.
They are drawing with the West Broms and all that. Yeah, so Arsenal, I feel, is like Manchester City right now.
Yeah. Difference of 6
Same,
places
same.
lah, but
Same but different.
Same but different.
Difference of 6, 7
There's something
places.
wrong somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, but we have to
Manchester
keep our spirits up. To all Arsenal fans, we have to keep our spirits up.
But
Keep on
but do you
supporting.
think it is because of the lack of leadership in the team, or just that the team is not united? Like what is Arsenal's problem this season?
I think it's a poor mixture of players style. Okay. So you have the Unai's players, and of course you have Wenger's old players who are still there, and Arteta trying to get his players in.
Which
So
I know
these
Saka
different styles are mixing it up and saying that okay, there's no click, right? There's no click as a team because they are being signed as under different manager styles. So right now, the problem is that, and Arteta needs time to create a team that fits his style. You can't expect Mustafi to play the passing game or pressing game that suits Arteta's style.
When he is actually bought to be a player who's supposed to be standard clearance, just get the ball. And
You look at Unai. Who did he sign? Mustafi. Who's the Socrates? These are hard players.
Yeah.
Who's the left back also? So all are hard players. Unai's style is that. But when Arteta comes in, you have to balance the books, right? You can't have them in the team. You have to get rid of them, but they are on the payroll.
That's true.
And you have to sign people like Partey and all that. There's a negotiation coming in. Then even people like Guendouzi, suddenly Unai's favourite becomes Arteta's teenage angst kind of person. Yeah. So
It's
I
not
think
good
that,
for the
and it takes
backroom.
time. It takes time.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this is the consequences of that, all that mistakes. That's what I feel.
It's a deep-rooted problem.
It's a deep-rooted problem which requires time to rectify.
And that's the problem. In that sense, that is actually one problem where sometimes, right, the teams are not given time. The managers are not given time. Yes, it's a very fast game. It's all about the money and all that. But sometimes, right, these kind of things, especially when there's a deep-rooted problem, I am a person who believes that every team or every manager or every player should be given a bit of time, at least 1 or 2 seasons minimum to actually get adapted. If they cannot get adapted, then maybe after 2 seasons, alright, you want to say bye. But this time, the Premier League is a very volatile place. Every time they can just
especially because of COVID and a lot of things have been changed. Quality of football has dropped. So yes, I think they deserve a longer time to adapt, especially players and managers at this time. But of course, there is no excuse for bad performance, like how Chris Wilder is performing. So that is of course no go, because 12 games, 1 point picked up, that is no go.
Man.
I think
But
that
at the
is
same time, right, I feel going back to Arsenal, right, Arteta is not a very good manager. I feel he's the right Arsenal manager for Arsenal right now, but he's not the best manager for Arsenal to be top 3 or top 4 to go into Champions League.
He's
Because
a
of him,
transition he's a good transition
I don't know.
manager
Okay, he's a good transition manager
manager.
to settle the ship or to stabilize the ship. But you want to go top 3, you need Mourinho level to come in and take Spurs into that top 3. You know, that kind of level. Because Arteta will never bring Arsenal. Unfortunately, this is my honest opinion. He will never bring Arsenal top 3 or top 4 like what Wenger always promised us. Look at Oba. What has he made Oba to become? Not a scoring machine. Last season he was joint top scorer. Now he pushed him to the left, and even he puts Oba in the last few games central. He's not scoring, so something is wrong.
He's trying to. To me, I think maybe I see that he's trying to put the players like, okay, maybe Oba you play left this week. We see how it goes.
He's trying to play. He's trying to apply Manchester City kind of coaching style into an Arsenal team that has no players.
The quality is not the same.
Quality is not the same.
They can't just take in the philosophy today
you cannot take the philosophy of what he has in Manchester City and put it into Arsenal because it's totally different, I feel.
What is your score prediction for Everton against Arsenal?
I would say damage control. Damage control. Damage control. Draw. I want to draw at
That's
least.
a good damage control.
Yeah, damage. It's a good that's right. Yeah.
Ah.
With Calvert-Lewin scoring and
He's positively depressed.
Yeah, not bad.
what to
Always
do,
look up.
have to
You
be-
depressed also
have
must
to
look
look
up.
up. You have to be positive.
You? What about you?
I'm going for Everton win because I believe Everton will nail this pretty well, and there's no reason why they should not do any better. So I believe yes, they will go and nail Arsenal.
Except that it's a weird season, so I think possibility Arsenal can win. Everton has been topsy-turvy also actually. Even though they are actually number 5 now, they can be a topsy-turvy. They may panic once in a while. Even though they are playing very well, I think Arsenal can cause problems. They can.
Thank
But
you very much. Thanks.
I think Everton will win.
You just have to.
You just said.
Yeah.
No, but you have to consider the factors against you. You have the top goal scorer at this
Yes.
present moment,
Yeah, Calvert-Lewin. You just
and
said,
and Ancelotti is again working up his Italian flair in this team. He is doing well.
Yeah.
He's got Richarlison who just came back,
Yeah.
firing as well, and you guys are away. So in
Doesn't
that
matter
sense,
actually home or away.
in that sense, I
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
you if at least in Emirates you may have a chance, but you're coming to Goodison Park, I don't think you have a chance.
Yeah. That's why I say damage control. Try to get that point. Try to get that draw.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't make it worse. Don't make it worse
don't make
because
it worse.
once it start rotting, everybody start being depressed.
Yeah, correct.
It gets worse.
And
It gets
become
worse.
like Chris
Don't get into
Wilder.
the rut. Yeah.
Chris Wilder's team, huh?
But the only consolation is Arsenal TV gets better.
Yeah. They start
yeah.
being angrier. They start being
I
angrier.
love it.
The next match, probably let's talk about Crystal Palace at number 12, hosting Liverpool at Selhurst Park. So
Liverpool now is 3 points ahead in the league.
ahead in the league.
Second only to first is Liverpool and then Spurs is
Spurs
behind,
in
right?
second, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
but the better team lost.
The better team lost lah.
The better team lost according to Mourinho.
According to
Now
Mourinho,
he should be given a new name, the delusional one.
The delusional.
Yeah,
one.
no more special. I was like, what
Why
the
did he
hell?
say that? You watched the game?
I
Why
was
did he say
again.
that?
I don't know.
That's why I say he's delusional. I was like,
Nobody knows.
what the hell are you talking about?
Truthfully speaking, I think because he is aware of what his team is capable of.
Correct.
They are sitting deep. The whole team is sitting deep. Definitely, I think most people, even those who are not fans of Spurs or Liverpool, will expect him to play on the counter because that's his favorite tactic, and
Yep.
he does that.
He does it well.
He does it
He
very
does it
well.
well. Yeah.
He's got the players.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
He's got the players to do that.
So probably because of a few clear-cut chances that he had, that's why he thinks that we could have won it, man. Like Harry Kane header where he hit to the ground and up, it was far from goal. Bergwijn actually hit the post. The thing is, Liverpool also hit post. We hit the post also. And we shot straight at Lloris. Our shooting was all blanks just last night. But 70 plus % possession against 20 plus. And having a 19-year-old defender who's actually playing against two of the top strikers or top scorers in the league, and we managed to keep them away. Gomez still injured. So
DVD, Gomez.
Mourinho, we got Gomez injured lah. We got Jota also injured. Okay. But how come you say only Van Dijk is injured? We got so many players injured.
I was just
Why Jota you injured? I have you in fantasy league.
I was just looking at the Liverpool team yesterday. Despite the injuries, look at your bench. It's pretty solid. You got Keita, you've
You
got,
got depth.
Ox, Minamino is there,
Yeah.
Origi is there.
Keita just come back from
Two
injury.
youngsters played.
Keita just come back from injury. He, as everyone knows, he's a glass player.
Yep.
He can be injured anytime. Ox just come back from lengthy injury, a very lengthy injury, so we don't want to risk him. Minamino is still trying to adapt, which I think he's actually not playing his proper position. Klopp is trying to make him adapt to a position,
Certain style.
certain style,
Yep.
and not his standard position.
Yep.
So he is still trying to adapt to the to the standards or to our team play. Other than that, right? That's it.
Origi is your super sub basically.
Origi is super sub, but Origi has been disappearing a lot when he's actually playing games. So to me, it's like this is our team, and they are supposed to play at this intensity for the next whole 2-3 months, 2 months at least until Thiago comes back. Hopefully, until Jota comes back, which is like still out for like 4 weeks, 6 weeks. So fingers crossed.
I can say that Crystal Palace, right, is an intense team.
It's very intense.
They play
Very
fast.
intense team, yeah.
Yes, man, and they have
play
very
fast.
strong players, you know.
They got a lot of tall players.
But he got red card, right, recently.
Red card,
So
yeah.
he won't be playing against you guys.
Yeah, Zaha.
He won't have his
They got
chance for it.
Zaha is fast. Yeah.
Ayu, I think I don't rate
Yeah,
Ayu.
you
Jordan Ayew is a
skillful.
kind of
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they got a lot of strong players, and I think
So they will give you
a
quite
good fight. Yeah, this
tough
is going to
time.
be an exciting game because Selhurst Park is not an easy place to go and
Definitely.
win
Definitely.
games. Selhurst Park is actually a very difficult place. I mean, United know very well.
That's why I was
And we're just very fortunate actually going there to get some points. You know, it's really very difficult. Sometimes I see when I watch the game, Crystal Palace, because I mean home advantage. Obviously, they know their ground better, and we
now
know
they have fans.
yeah. Then we know
Now they
about the
have fans.
conditions
Fans,
in Selhurst Park, that area,
Yeah.
and how the weather condition, all that plays a big part.
Raining
And
London is going
The
to
fans
rain.
don't
Yeah.
cover their eyes with the mask.
That's a good picture. That's so cool. Arsenal fans right now. The mood of Arsenal. That's a good picture. Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's true. It's true.
It's a difficult place,
Yeah, it's a very
and
good
I
place.
mean, even though Liverpool are riding very high right now, and I do foresee this as a draw game.
Yeah, I also see
I
it as a
foresee this
draw
as a draw
game.
game because
Yeah.
Crystal Palace is going to go there and say, give us a good fight. I mean, and they will. Crystal Palace, I have no doubt they will, and it is
So not so
just-
confident for you.
I'm not so confident for a win. I'm confident for perhaps a draw. The only
Yeah.
thing is not confident for me is I hope nobody gets injured after this.
That's your
all.
general fear, lah.
Yes, because we are.
Bobby
still
made
in
his
the-
magic, man.
Yeah. There's something
there
that the
can
court
be
wants
some-
you to know.
There's some magic that might happen against Crystal Palace.
Hopefully. So far, I think we have been performing. Unlike Chelsea, who has never won against a top 6 club, the stats is there. Chelsea fans, Elson, sorry, shout out to you.
You're
But,
gonna make them
but then again,
truthfully speaking, lah.
we against London clubs so far is not too bad. We have been performing quite well. Spurs, Chelsea, we won also. So okay, it's not too bad for us.